aka Padders here. Welcome to episode 558 of the AKAPAD The Film Buff podcast. Peter A. DeLuca here, and thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, if you're new to the show of shows, I'm Peter A. DeLuca. My life goal is to discuss and bring to you every single movie I have ever seen. And if that means I'm infinitely behind, then so be it, because I am. And we're talking about Ant-Man. Paul Rudd, the girl from Lost, the guy that's been exiled, Kang, and Jonathan Majors. It's so funny how the real life Jonathan Majors is now exiled on his battery allegations. Right? We got nothing new, no new developments for that. I believe it's a trial. The trial should be starting soon. But he's as exiled as the character he depicts in Marvel Studios' Quantumania. Let's go. Okay, people. This movie, a long time coming. This movie I tried to see in the theaters because that curiosity bug started twitching and I had to go. And as what happened with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Doctor Strange 2, in the Multiverse of Madness, it was a rainy day here in Philly. It was horrible and a little bit of the work stuff kicked up. People, I'm not joking. Every time I try and see a Marvel movie in the matinee, because I refuse to pay the full-blown price. I didn't even try with Guardians of the Galaxy 3, by the way. I just said, I'll just wait. But yeah, every single time, it's like the worst freaking day for that type of event, or that type of excursion, because, I try and sneak out during the business day. What is this movie? I'm not torn by this movie. This movie gave me a pit in my stomach, no different than when I first saw the original Star Wars movies. I'm talking episodes 1, 2, and 3, especially with the Phantom Menace. That Star Wars pit, extended into the Clone Saga or the Clone Wars and went right into Revenge of the Sith. Very similar reaction I had to the first time seeing Batman and Robin. Just because I wanted more of Batman Forever in that. And, that movie was very toy-centric or toyotic, is I think is the term. And, and always, too, the Matrix sequels, Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions. We get ideas in our head, and this is something, the big, thought of this podcast is that our expectations mean nothing when we actually sit down to watch a movie, and we should remove expectations from our entertainment or from our receiving process of that work, that piece of art, because Quantumania still is a piece of art. The people involved, some incredible design work, some incredible imagery. The way that they realized the quantum zone, but they're in like a quantum zone of the quantum zone, actually. I love the layer cake of what the quantum zone actually is, and this is nothing even close. Anything that they did within the comics is as cool as the Marvel Cinematic Universe quantum zone. But I really do love the creature design. I like some of the ideas. I like the setting for this movie. I believe Kang should have been bigger. He should have been even more of a threat, even within the quantum zone. I believe he's had the same plot as Q from Tron Legacy, which is I'm going to take my little baby micro army and then I'm going to go into the real Earth and I'm going to conquer it with my little baby micro army. Yeah, it's the same plot as Q had in Tron Legacy. But with all of that pit in my stomach and my expectations removed, this movie really did disappoint me. It really did upset me. It confused me, confounded me. I don't understand as much attention that they gave this movie, that they went as hard into John Majors as a studio. And that's the problem that they're working through. I think they'll work through it just fine. Not that big of a deal. Just come up with better creative ideas and get your bug going. But no, Quantumania, I don't want to say it fails on every single level, because Paul Rudd, his daughter's great. All the actors are great, including Jonathan Majors. No one really addressed how great Michael Douglas is in this entire series. You guys know me. I love the design work. I love the spectacle of the production. But when it comes to this being a single piece movie, sure, like it is a good one-off of it's a good Ant-Man adventure, but the expectations of how well it was supposed to fall into and set up the future movies for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that's where it was an absolute failure, absolute disappointment. I am going to let this one sit with me for a little bit, and the reason for that is because I still sat down with expectations. I still sat down with ideas. I don't want to do that. I honest to God, I hand up like I'm on the Bible. I want to sit down and I want to be able to see this movie for what it is, and I do believe like the jokes and the quips and everything works within this certain realm, and the humor and the attitude of this movie does lend itself to what we were getting through Paul Rudd and through some of the other characters. Side note, Bill Murray is a complete wasted character in this. There was big rumors with that. People were excited about it. Also, his character is no different than a Tron Legacy character. All the Tron Legacy connections. Anyway, I'm going to let this one sit, aka Patters. We're moving on. I saw Fast X this past weekend. I want to bring you Fast 9, and then I want to go into Fast X, and then we're going to hit another basketball movie. It looks like we're going to get Nuggies and Heat for the finals, or for the championship, for the ring, for the Nugget, pun intended there. Can't wait for that. So yeah, we're still doing basketball movies. And then as of this week, Shazam! Fury of the Gods has dropped on Max, HBO Max. I'm still going to call it HBO Max. Love you guys. Rock and roll.